How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a glorious day. Today we're going to take a look at how I was able to get over 24,000 Capital Peak Gold very, very quickly. It's one of those times where, do you ever just look at the clock and realize, like, man, I am literally running out of daylight and I need to get attacks in as soon as possible. Just go, go, go. So this is how you can do it. Here we are taking a look at the basic layout of the Golem Quarry, worth just under 7,500 gold. Highly recommend bringing in a couple of Larry barrels on the standard layout, because they will take out a large portion of the defenses over there, and will prevent those defenses from firing from the side, attacking your super wizards, which is awesome. They do usually die to this multi-mortar, but that is just how it goes. Here we ended up having a large group in the center, so we're just trying to protect them as best as we can. Not trying to think too much, just trying to take out the base. Dropped the other two graveyards on the left-hand rocket artillery, as well as over the multi-mortar. So here we're just waiting, taking out the district hall, and then the remaining super wizards die out to the cannon. Next up, we're just mostly worried about these two multi-mortars, so we're dropping the other graveyards on the left hand side of the base, and then we're going to start on the right hand side. Trying to spread out our super wizards so they all don't die to the splash damage. As you can see, a few of them did get chipped by those multi-mortar shots. But we also brought in 7 rams, so that on this long run to the left-hand side of the base, the super wizards will inevitably get in front of the giants. So you want to start just deploying a few rams to try and distract some of the defenses, so they can stay alive a lot longer. Even still, the giants are still very far behind. However, now with all of the graveyards starting to spawn those little skeletons, I mean, they immediately die, but they do their job of tanking, which is nice. So that is how you can very quickly take out the Golem Quarry. Next up, we are taking a look at the Balloon Lagoon. If you're able to take out a Balloon Lagoon in 2 hits, it does offer some very nice rewards, especially with the rocket artilleries being very spread out. If the rocket artilleries are spread out on the Balloon Lagoon, then you can pretty much attack from any angle. You always want to try to verse one of the rocket artilleries at one time. You do not want to face them all at the same time. It will absolutely devastate your entire army. So pretty simple, we're just coming in from the bottom side. We notice that our troops are unfortunately splitting, and that this rocket artillery has killed off all of our super wizards on the right hand side. So that is no good. However, all those skeletons do take out the left rocket artillery. The remaining skeletons take out the right one, and they almost take out the last rocket artillery. Which is pretty crazy for a first attack. Because once those rocket artilleries are taken out, the Balloon Lagoon is almost defenseless. I mean, it does have the Inferno Towers, but a lot of times you can just overwhelm them pretty easily. So here, now that we have taken out the 2 rocket artilleries, now we can spread out our troops very far away, and all at the same time, to try and just slam through the base. We're watching this other rocket artillery, just trying to make sure that it goes down, because it's the only last threat. It does, so now we can ×2 it, as it is just a pretty easy cleanup from here. As long as you have a bunch of troops going into the Inferno section, it is pretty easy. As you can see here, all those super wizards having all of their lightning chained to all the defenses is very, very nice. Just finishing up the base. We even get an extra 141. Almost nothing died that time. And last but not least, we are looking at a builder's workshop. This one is, of course, the classic layout. And we're doing my favorite approach, which is the 2 graveyards on that blast bow and 1 on the cannon. We are deploying from the bottom left-hand side. Deployed a couple of rams to test for the traps. Usually there are 3 log traps. You want to wait for those to roll out. Then you can deploy your giants and a couple of the super wizards on the right-hand side, as they will circle around the defenses. And then as long as this wall is open by the spear thrower, they will all path down. Now I try and drop in as many troops as I can on the very bottom of the screen, like where these super wizards are, to try and get this giant cannon to alternate angles that it shoots at. Because as long as there are some things right in front of it, the super wizards can get a nice angle and dodge. So here, once this cannon goes down, there's not a whole lot left. See, the skeletons actually pop the log trap, and then we drop in a ram to get the zap trap and the bomb, the mini bomb. So now all that's left is this last section. We don't have too many skeletons left. A lot of times they'll break through this top wall, but it looks like they didn't quite get there in time, which is fine. So they took a weird route this time around. So now the only threats at the base are really the 2 giant cannons and the multi-mortar. Typically there are a lot of traps on this top side of the base, so if you drop 1 battle ram, it should pop the zap trap, I think the log trap, and one of the bombs. So usually you won't be able to open up the wall with that ram, so just deploy 1, pop all the traps, deploy another, then you can deploy the rest of your troops. We're not too worried about this side over here, since there are the graveyards. Now that this wall is open, they will take out those defenses. So now it's just a matter of trying to get through this last tricky section, because everything kind of forms together and groups up. So sometimes you can get unlucky, and a lot of troops will die, and sometimes it does get pretty close. But as long as you have some rams or some giants that you can place at different angles, usually goes very well. Just the last couple of defenses here. We're able to walk away with another very easy 2-shot with an extra 130 bonus gold. So there are many different bases you can take out, but as long as you average around 8,000 per attack, you should get around 24 to 25,000 every single raid weekend, which a lot of times consistency is the key. Of course, it's nice to get those high scores, but as long as you're pulling in a very nice amount for your clan, you can upgrade very quickly through the ranks. Anyways, if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and of course hit the like button. And there should be a couple more videos on the screen if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.